Hello, sir. How have you been?
Really good.
Yeah. Well, it
Really.
seems like it. Seems like you guys have been crushing some deals.
We have, man. We really have. We just moved into a new office. We went from 200 square foot office to 800. We promoted our disposition guy to acquisitions, and then we got a new dispositions guy. So with me, my wife, and two managers, we're a four-man team, and we're just getting to it, man. Rock and roll.
Awesome. So was anyone doing acquisitions before you moved over your dispositions guy?
Just me.
Okay. And so that's probably a huge relief for you because now he can go on appointments, right? And you don't have to go on every single appointment.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point where, the goal is for him to our current market. I feel like we've got a good claw on the market. And so he's going to be the acquisitions guy here, and I'm going to be branching out to a new market. So I'll be working the new market.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah, we're
That's
excited.
such a big move. Just from the fact of, having somebody in those key spots that's not yourself, that's a huge move.
For sure, man. We've got some really good guys on our team, and we're excited, what they bring to the table and stuff. So we're gonna, we're getting ready to go to the next level, man, for sure. I felt like my strong points were acquisitions. So, I felt like his strong points were dispositions. So we started him there, and he's a lot more tech savvy than I am. So what he did is he created a system to where, he'll create a profile for the leads and then, market them to our buyers, whether it be texting, emailing. So got him trained to do that. He would meet the buyers at the properties. So just started him there. Like I said, he's a smart guy. And so now with the way that our structure is changing with our company, it just was natural to put him right back up into acquisitions, take over the current market that we're in, and then just have him train the new guy in dispositions. I mean, he trained him in like 30 minutes. It was, pretty easy.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
With me, it'd probably take like a day. Train me.
How come you decided to move to a new market instead of, doubling what you're doing in your current market?
Still gonna do the current market,
Okay.
but it's gonna spend 2 days out of the week in the new market.
Well, I just wanted to start by thanking you for taking the time to share, some of the deals that you've done with DealMachine on social media. I've seen a few of your posts, and it's awesome. I know it's very easy to move on and just keep closing deals, but I really appreciate you sharing that with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're all about networking.
Yeah.
And the thing about DealMachine, David, I'm sure, you know this, but for everybody else out there that's on the fence, using DealMachine, it's a process. Once that ball is rolling, the momentum it's just like with anything else. You got to keep that momentum, and super beneficial.
The momentum and consistency.
For sure. Yeah.
Have you had anybody reach out to you with like deals in your market or anything like that from some of the posts that you've posted? You're like the king of referrals, so this is why I'm so curious. Right? Before you were using DealMachine, right? So like a huge percentage of your business was from referrals only through Facebook and stuff, right? Like over 50%.
Yeah, man, and that's shifted too. So to answer your first question, yes, we have done some deals because of the posts. With some JVs, person out of Dallas, person out of Amarillo that we just met this past weekend.
Yeah.
And so 50% of our deals have come from DealMachine.
Now they have? Are you serious?
Now they have.
Holy cow.
30% have come from JVs and 20% referrals.
Okay.
So yeah, we're all about JVs, man, networking, as long as, the other person is willing to, be professional and bring a good deal to the table. We're always willing to help out.
Yeah. So before you were using DealMachine, you were like a significant portion was like referral and JV, right?
Yep.
Like how much percent? Remind me.
Referrals are probably 50%, right? 50%. Yeah.
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 And so you kind of were looking for an additional way to add. So DealMachine's added more deals rather than take over the referrals, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so another thing too that we've just kind come up with, just because, you know, the shift in our company is we are going to have, starting this month, we're going to have we're going to call it a push week. And basically what that means is the third week of every month, we are going to kind of put aside all the other things that go along with wholesaling and real estate. And we're going to emphasize driving for dollars. So all four of us that week will add 200 deals per week per person, just that week alone. Mm-hmm. So the thought process behind that is, okay, we need to bleed into the next month, and then the deals are just going to keep coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And how many deals have you done with DealMachine so far? It's been a few months, right? So
yeah, I'd say about 6. I had this written down somewhere this weekend, but we just moved into a new office. So I think it's 6, and I think they generated about, I think 40 plus, yeah, 40K plus within the last 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I wonder, do you mind if I try to pull up how much invested in DealMachine you guys have done?
No, pull it up. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that.
I want to know.
Yeah, let's see what our ROI is. Okay. So July 15th through June 16th, profit 20,500.
Okay. And then if you go down, I think there's a graph right below that says how much your investment is in DealMachine.
$695.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So just real quick, if you scroll to the very top, there's a date selector that you can change it to like year to date. So you might want to do that just to make sure it includes the whole window that you've been using DealMachine.
Jesus. 1,770 properties added. 1,462 mailers sent. Profit 20,500. Total spend 2,005.
All right, there you go. I wanted to show you that. That way you can track it yourself, because I think
nice.
You know, it's such a huge part of using DealMachine. You're not using it because you're using it because it's going to drive you revenue. So we wanted to show that in the new analytics.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Absolutely.
That makes you feel a whole lot better.
Yeah. Well, and it's great to see too, because you've got so many things that you've got to keep track of.
We've just, there's a lot of people that do a lot of different things when it comes to marketing.
Yeah.
We've done $0 in bandit signs, $0 in pay-per-click, Facebook ads. We just, since DealMachine is working for us, it's kind of, our premier thing. And so we are going to upgrade to the handwritten letters?
Yes. Yeah, we just launched those. So we have the Mailer Pro add-on is $50 a month. It makes the deal credits 49 cents. So your regular postcards are going to go down to 49 cents. So if you're on the enterprise plan, if you're sending more than 162 mailers in a month, that'll save you money, a lot of money after that. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and so then the pen envelopes, so they're actually an invitation envelope instead of a postcard. That's actually written with a ballpoint pen. And
that's dope.
Yeah, those are $147 then, because they'd be 3 deal credits at the 49-cent price point. Do you have an idea on how you're going to incorporate those?
So the letters are $1.47, is that what you said?
Correct.
And the postcards are 49
cents now. Yeah. We suggest if you've got a very specific deal that you think would be pretty competitive, the handwritten is a good way to further personalize your outreach to that person. Another thing that we suggest is if you're using campaigns, you have the first step of your campaign be that ballpoint mailer, and then the following ones be the lower cost option. Can you tell me about maybe some of the stories of like one of the 6 deals that you guys found? I'd love to know like maybe the first one that you remember and how that, like what was the story with the seller? Like what,
I've got 2.
Walk me through there.
I've got 2 that are cool. The first one is lady called me and she, says, "Hey, I just got your postcard today." I said, "Yeah, are you interested in selling your house?" And she says, "I've never thought about selling my house until I got your postcard today." And we got the house.
That's great. What was the reason? What would she say next? Like why was she thinking about it now?
Well, they've had it in the family for over 27 years. The last 5 years, they've just have been letting family members live there with no rent, and it's just turned sour for them, and it's been more of a headache than anything.
Yeah.
So they just not really old, but they're getting a little bit up there in age, and I just don't want to deal with it no more. And so, made them an offer, and we finally came to terms, and we got the deal. The next one is my acquisitions guy now, was dispositions then. He says, hey, he just had a hunch. He's like, go knock on their door. So I was out in the field. So I go knock on the door. The son comes out, and you could tell doesn't want to talk to anybody. He just comes out and he yells at me, what's your offer? Because I've been getting lowball left and right.
Oh, shoot. Right?
Make a long story short, man, we built some really good rapport. The next 2 days, we built a good rapport with him, and super comfortable with us. And they ended up having a 2-house package deal that we acquired from them, just for going to knock on their door.
So when somebody out of the gate says that to me, because I do try to acquire rental properties here in Indiana, and I do direct to seller. A lot of times I struggle with that because, I almost kind of write him off as like, oh, this guy's just kicking tires,
Yep.
So I don't want to waste his time. Doesn't want to sell for a low price. But like, what was going on in your mind at that point? Like, how did you kind of diffuse that or, educate him?
Yeah. First thing first, I was like, yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I took a deep breath and I said, hey man, I'm not going to insult you. That is going to be good for you and your mother, because it was his mother's home. But at the same time, I need you to understand, where we're coming from when it comes to repair costs and everything that is going to cost for us to, get these homes, because we had already talked about the condition of the homes. He already told me without even asking that one of them needs a roof or some plumbing issues. So that told me that he was aware that there was going to be some, repairs. And so let him talk some more, build some more rapport with them. And then finally I just said, okay, look, here's where I'm at. This is the very maximum offer that I can do, but this is how we can do it. And then I stepped them through the process. This is how it's going to go down. We're going to cover all the closing costs. We'll take care of all the title situations and so on and so forth. And he goes, deal, shook my hand, came to the office and signed the purchase agreement.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So going into it, I was like, this is a waste of time. This guy doesn't want to sell his house, but we're in the people business, man. We got to help people.
Yeah.
Situations. And so we just let him talk. And
yeah.
It was the biggest assignment fee to date.
That's incredible. What was it on that one, if you don't mind me asking?
The assignment?
Yeah.
$20,500.
Okay. And that was for the 2 properties together?
Those 2 properties, yeah.
Okay, great. That's an incredible story, I think, because that's just like a real world obstacle that I've faced several times. And I know I've just missed it, and I probably could have spent more time there. But I think you showed me like it's not necessarily a no deal sign when somebody comes out of the gate and says that they don't want to get lowball.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just you got to think about these people. With these properties, they probably get letters, postcards, phone calls, from people that just, obviously just want to make money. But if at the end of the day, if you go into it with the good intentions and you really want to help the people out, and I'm just a firm believer, David, if you do the right thing long enough, good things are going to happen for you.
So who on your team, tell us about who's using DealMachine on your team. Who found that house originally?
Then my dispositions guy found it.
Okay.
There's me, my wife, dispositions and acquisitions. We all hold driving for dollar priorities. So we've all done that, but we just recently over the weekend hired a designated driver in our new market. And then we're going to be paying that driver hourly with some responsibilities and some requirements that are going to be coming from that person. So
that's great. And if you're okay sharing, I'm curious to know, like, well, how did you find that person, and how did you know like where they should drive, and like what are the guidelines that you guys kind of set together? Found
the person on Facebook. We put a Facebook ad, or not an ad, but just looking for drivers.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife put that out on Facebook. We did the Max Maxwell thing, hottest zip code.
That's good. I love that.
3 hottest zip codes in the area.
Yep.
We let her know, okay, look, you're going to be starting with the hottest zip code, and then once you blanket that, then we'll go to the next one. And so the parameters are, she's going to be doing 10 hours a week, and we'll be paying her $10 an hour, and then we're expecting 200 properties a week is our expectation.
Okay. And is she going to be driving 40 hours a week, or what is there a time element to it?
No, just 10 hours a week.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. And then, how are you guys tracking your time? Is she self-reporting?
Well, there's an app that my wife downloaded. It's some kind of clock in, clock out thing. But we can also check it on DealMachine.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is there is basically a clock in, clock out button, the start driving and stop driving button.
Yep. Yeah. Checks the routes. Yeah. So we'll check the routes and all that in our hours.
Yeah. So it just got a little bit better with the new analytics. If you go to that page, you can filter it by the person. You could filter it by this driver of yours. And then there's a graph called like time driven. So then that'll actually show you how much time they've driven in whatever date, time you want to check, month to date, or specific dates that you can select. So that the filtering option is always something people overlook, but it's now available on the analytics too. So you can filter those graphs that way.
Oh, okay. I see it. Sweet, man.
Awesome that you used the Max Maxwell thing. I love that. When he posted that, I knew I had to share it out and use it myself too, because you're going to a new market. I feel like driving for dollars kind of teaches you your market. If you just go into a new market, it's going to take a while to get familiar with where you should be. Well, I can't thank you enough for sharing those 6 deals. You got the 40,000 in profit, which is not attributed just to DealMachine, right? Like you had to. There's a lot of. We're just like a tiny part of that, but it's awesome that you spent 2,000 on DealMachine to help get that. So thanks for at least giving us a tiny bit of credit, but I feel like we barely deserve it, because there's a lot that goes into getting a deal, and like that rapport that we talked about is just a huge factor.
Yeah, DealMachine is the stepping stone, man, and it's just layers. Like you've got to go beyond that, A lot of people ask me, well, they expect a whole lot out of DealMachine, which I understand, but you got to go beyond that. And what we do is we send them postcards, we skip trace, we cold call, and we door knock. I mean, there's 4 different layers there. And people that are getting DealMachine, you have to go into it knowing that there's more to it. This is a stepping stone. It's a great platform. Use it, but build on top of it.
Yeah.
We love it, man. We love it.
Thank you. And I also wanted to let you know, if you are skip tracing your DealMachine leads outside of DealMachine, which is totally okay, there's a custom exporting feature now. So if you're on the list view page, you can actually filter your deals that were added on a certain date range, and then you can export from that screen. So it might make your operations a bit easier if you're consistently exporting those deals. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. We were just talking about that at our meeting this morning.
Yep. Yeah. So I assume you guys, when you're skip tracing in bulk, the data is just better than what you can provide instantly, right? So DealMachine's obviously an instant skip trace provider. Yeah. So great for if you're in their front lawn and you want to call them right there. But if you're doing it in bulk, which I don't know what you guys do, but I assume like if you're doing it in bulk, you're doing it elsewhere.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make the exporting easier for you guys. So I wanted to let you know the feature.
Yeah, man. So tell me, what's going on new? I know you guys are always brewing something over there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you noticed everything, but we really launched 5 features at once last week.
Yeah, the badges. I saw that.
Yeah, so we had the badges. We had the Mailer Pro add-on, which brought the deal credit price down. We got the new ballpoint letters. We got the new analytics. And then the next thing we're going to be doing is auto-populating the Google Street View image for any deals that you don't have a photo. So I really want to keep encouraging people to take their own photo, because it is obvious that it's more personal and it's not from that street view car. You know what I'm saying? Yep. At the same time though, there's folks out there who add properties that don't get a chance to add a photo, or you know what I'm saying? Just for one reason or another, they can't get the photo. So the next update we're gonna have is an option to pull it from the Google Street View, if you don't have your own photo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's going to be the next thing that's coming. We also have this web page where all of our members can submit ideas and new things.
Okay.
And it's called DealMachine.featureupvote.com. I'm texting you the link.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Soledad, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. I just wanted to say hi and say thanks again. Thanks so much for using DealMachine and definitely sharing the success that you guys have had. And if there's anything we can do for you guys to help you guys out, let us know.
We will. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
I talked to Josh. We're going to do our own, once we want to hire more deal finders. And so I talked to Josh about doing our own video, kind of like a tutorial of how to use DealMachine. And, he told us, what to do. He said it's highly recommended and all that good stuff. So we're going to be coming up with a YouTube channel soon. And that way we can, another way to put DealMachine out there, man.
That's fantastic. Josh is coming to town, and we're also filming almost like a training module thing for your deal finders.
Oh yeah.
Go through and then, kind of like take a test to like show you they've got they know what they're doing. So we're working on that to add that to the enterprise plan, to make that
okay.
better, that onboarding and training even better for you guys.
Perfect. Heck
Yeah, and I could see us having a spot for you to upload your own video kind of within that structure too. So that's awesome. You guys are doing that and putting together a YouTube channel. I think that's great.
Right on, man. Right on.
Well, thanks. I know you've got a lot of things to do. You've got new markets to conquer, and I just appreciate you taking the time to do this call, man. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, David. Anytime, man. I appreciate you guys.
Bye, Soledad.
Bye.
Nice to see you.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.